If you're a heating air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what are some springtime scams when it comes to hiring that you need to know about, and why does it matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live for HVAC technician sales secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a perfect day to talk about you. So this happens every spring. Companies are like, okay, we need manpower. We need technicians. We need installers. We need salespeople. And they go, what do we got to do to get said person? And so everybody in the management team sits around the table when it's a bigger company and they start throwing out ideas. Well, we can get them a new vehicle. Well, we can give them a schedule they want. Well, we can give them a bonus. Well, we can give them a deferred sign-on bonus. And so there are some really good companies out there. So let me just start this by saying this is not 100% of companies that cause this problem. It's not. It's a portion of them. And some of them are well-intentioned. And some of them, the only thing they care about is the money. So let's start with the first one, right? First and foremost, whatever a company is willing to do to get you on board, know that they're willing to do plus to get somebody else on board. And this really screws up salespeople because, like, you may jump on the company and be like, I'll jump on, and they say, we'll give you a $5,000 signing bonus. Okay. Well, to get somebody else, they may give 10. And the reason why this becomes a scam for you is you feel like you got taken advantage of. And so, like, right now, start thinking if somebody came to you and said, hey, I want to hire you, Mr. Jones, Mr. Smith, Mr. whatever, or Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Smith, what would your list be, right? Me, my first thing, I want more vacation time. Hands down, I want vacation time. And I would be like, I've already booked vacation. These are all things that we're taking care of. Okay, so now that we got what you may consider a scam out of the way, let's deal with everything else. So one of the biggest scams that companies run is sign-on bonuses that are deferred. And so what happens sometimes is a company will come to you in March or April and say, hey, heating and air tech, hey, heating and air salesperson, hey, plumber, hey, roofer, hey, electrician, we would love to have you come work for us. And if you come work for us, I'm going to give you a number, we'll give you a bonus of $10,000, but we're not going to pay that until September. All right, fine. Get it. Cool. And then they throw in a poison pill or a little clause in there that says if you do anything wrong and we fire you, you don't get that bonus. And so I have heard of companies that legitimately go out and say, I will hire you. And then they throw that poison pill in there knowing that they are never going to give paid bonus. So, like, if somebody came to me and said, hey, I'm going to give you a bonus, and they're like, we'll pay it in September, I'm going to, that just doesn't work for me. Like, you got to get used to that phrase. It doesn't work for me, or we're too far apart, right? And you need to figure out a time where you either get paid a percentage of that monthly, or you get what I like to refer to as Chinese financing, one lump sum, and you get that pretty quick on in the process, like 30 days into the process, and not like 4 or 5 months. And they may come back, oh, well, we're going to reduce the amount of money that we're going to give you if you don't wait. And so the reason why this is a scam is where they tell you that they're going to do all these things for you to get you money, and then they decide they don't want to pay you. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. Number 2 on this list is, like, they tell you that you're going to be running a certain type of calls. Like they say, hey, technician, we're going to put you in a zip code. I don't know. I'm going to give you a Sacramento zip code, 95818. And that's the only zip codes that we're going to put you in, or we're going to put you in 95819, or we're going to put you in 95823. And, that might be a preferred zip code. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. And then the next thing you know is, like, that's not the type of call that you're getting. That's not the type of sell that you're getting. And I will say, hey, this has happened to me. Went to work for a company, met with the owner, met with the sales manager, and talked to them for 2 hours. Hey, Scott, here's all the things that you're going to get when you come to work for us. Here's how we run leads. Here's how we do things. And then sure enough, nope, not the truth. They just needed a body to go run dead leads, right? Like, I wasn't down for that. And then there was a whole bunch of side deals that they made with salespeople that they didn't say anything about. And so, there was people in that company selling this, and then I'm running all the leads selling this. And over the summer, like, that's the most lucrative part of the year. Like, that doesn't work. So scam number 2 is that they're gonna give you a certain type of lead. And scam number 3 is going to be kind of tied around bonuses, kind of tied around pay. And this is going to be how we're going to pay you. right? You may come to an agreement and say, hey, here's the comp plan. Here's what we're going to do. Here's step up basis. And then they have a manager or a book accountant come in and whack your commissions. So I have personally seen this where a manager will go into a company and go to the person who does the commissions and say, hey, we are over on commissions. I want you to figure out how to take 1 point away from everybody's sales commission. So if they were going to make 10, take away a point so they make 9. And if they were going to make 8, take away a point so they make 7. And, you know, so when you're going on board and you're like getting on hire, like under what circumstances and conditions would you take money out of my commission check? And you got to get like really clear about this and say, hey, look, you know what doesn't work for me is games played with my money. Like playing with my money is like play with my emotions, smoking. Like you got to know that there's like games that go on there. So when you take a look, there's probably 10 other things that can happen, but like your time and your money are probably two of the biggest things that are cause issues for you, and especially around bonuses and especially around pay. But you can absolutely be scammed and lied to where you're just filling in a gap, right? And you are a star player at this company, but you come over here and you're a B-star player to pump up the numbers for their A squad team. You got to be aware of it. It is a shenanigan. It is a problem. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you will get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.